What's up? Today we're in Hollywood Studios to do the final quick service review, Woody's Lunchbox. We're already on the last one here, knocking out every single quick service to Hollywood Studios, so stay tuned for a video coming soon where I rank them from worst to best, give you all the tips, tell you where you should eat and where you shouldn't eat at Hollywood Studios. But if you can't tell, it's a little different today than usual, late afternoon. And shout out to daylight savings time because it typically would be dark by now. It's around 7 o'clock. But look at this. When I tell you this, picture perfect weather. Picture perfect. Looks gorgeous, obviously. 25 degrees right now. Gorgeous weather. Very, very light breeze that feels amazing. Everything. Perfect weather. Ready to get in there. I've been waiting on Woody's Lunchbox because the seating there stinks. Apparently they updated some seating, so we're going to check it out. But I'm excited to get in there because everybody's been telling me since I had ABC commissary to get this grilled cheese here. So let's get in there. Just missed the tram, so as per usual, we're walking it, but perfect day for a walk-in. Whenever I walk into the park, it's become a thing that I just ran about something. So today, gonna be a quick one. Idaho drivers. Now, in front of me, as I was pulling in here, was a guy driving with a license plate from Idaho. Swerving back and forth, kind of kept cutting in front, speeding and stopping, speeding and stopping. Did the whole pull into the row, and instead of going down the park, he backed into a spot that was right there and held everybody up. I'm not saying all Idaho drivers are bad. I'm saying that guy was. Holy park hopping. Busy, man. Yeah, it's busy. But for the first time, like ever, I came in and I didn't pick the row that people got stopped at. So, should be a good night. That's a good sign. All right, a couple things. Okay, a couple things. One, yes, I found a quiet spot to film real quick over by Launch Bay because nobody's over by Launch Bay ever. Which is nice because they have these restrooms right behind me. Probably the most quiet restrooms in Hollywood Studios. So if you need to use the restroom, need a quiet place, come over towards Launch Bay. Number two, Woody's Lunchbox. Always mobile order, right? Right now, 42 to 72 minutes. That's a wild return time. That's a wild return time. You can feel how busy it is here. Spring break crowds are here. So we're gonna place that mobile order and then we're gonna try the Rise line and then get the food. Well, hold on, you're getting a live mobile order here because it just changed to 19 to 49. So Josh's lucky day. Already, seating is currently limited at Woody's Lunchbox for ongoing improvements. So I guess it's not fully open yet. They're still building more, which is fine. We're gonna check out what they got there because before it was awful. So there's a different options. People wanted me to try the grilled cheese. They said this barbecue brisket melt. And the tachos are like a famous thing here. The tachos right there. I don't know what to pick. I'm gonna go with the barbecue brisket melt. That looks delicious. Tomato basil, soup dipper, potato barrels, or a cutie. We'll try these potato barrels out. Yeah, I feel like I don't need a tomato soup there. Again, that is the second seat warning. They're pretty much telling you you're not gonna have a spot to sit. Nice. All right, we made it happen. 7:40, we can go back. Just checking to make sure Muppets is still here. Still here. I thought I was gonna make it to Rise a lot quicker than I did. So I am just gonna hit Woody's first and then we'll hit Rise single rider and later at night and I'll tell you the time. Muppet Vision though, people are super upset about it and I get it, but let me tell you something. I firmly believe Muppet Vision will be back in the parks at some point. I think 4 years from now, Muppet Vision returns over by Rock and Roller Coaster when it becomes Muppets. I fully believe this, 100%. I think they'll announce it in like 3 or 4 years and it'll be back there. So that's just my guess. I could be completely wrong. Rise is only a 50-minute wait right now. That ain't bad. This is actually an extremely risky move by me because knowing my luck, I'm going to go and eat Woody's first and it's going to go down by the time I come back. But I'm taking the risk. God, this land can be so good. It really is one of the best. And I still feel like they could have done so much more with Galaxy's Edge. The transition though, from Galaxy's Edge to Toy Story Land, not great, Bob. We made it. Busy, busy, busy. Here's a look at snapshot of the menu. Pretty much grilled cheese sandwiches, grown-up drinks. AKA parents, get your alcohol if you're tired of your kids. Ice cream floats, desserts, and a kids meal. Yeah, so you can kind of see all the seating they're building back there. But there is not a lot. All right, 7:35, I hit it. You can hit it 5 minutes early, so we'll see how long it takes. It was ready in less than 2 minutes. All right, here's the food. Sandwich looks really good. When they say a side of tots, there's my thumb. They mean a side. What is there, 6 in there? Should have went with the soup already. Don't care how good they taste. Most unique mobile order I've ever seen at Disney World. I've never mobile ordered here, or not to, at least that I remember. So I get the mobile order ready, go up to the window. You get to the window, and she was like, hey, you have to check in with that guy behind you. So then I went to the cash register. He's like, no, you got to go check in with the person with the iPad. So then I finally get to the girl with the iPad. She goes, oh, okay, give her the number. She goes, do you have an order for Josh? Sends me right back to the window, and they hand me my food. I feel like that was too many steps. Couple things also. I don't know if you remember when I did a video a couple videos back, and the one place wouldn't let me mobile order again for like the second time that day, which I thought was weird. Woody's is letting me, so maybe it just depends on the time of day. I don't know. Worth it. If you're trying to mobile order the same place, try it again. They might let you, it might not. I don't know. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to this. Barbecue brisket melt. It's got shredded smoked biscuit, pickles, tangy barbecue sauce with cheese on grilled sourdough bread. It looks very good. It's very good. I'm going to try the tots first because I think they're going to disappoint me the most. These are cold. These are an ice block. Absolute ice block. How many did I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tater tots. And they're freezing. I'd go with the soup, but now I'm a little nervous for the soup. What if the soup is cold? This is warm though. This is very hot. Looks very good. You can see it. All of this was a little over $14 too. Standard Disney quick service, but no seating. I'm over by Alien Swirling Saucers at a little table setup. There is not a ton of seating. Everything's taken up, and people are standing around with trays like vultures trying to get a seat. Pretty chaotic here. They need more seating ASAP. Pretty good. Not a pickle on this one, so the pickle stands out very well. Not enough of the tangy barbecue sauce on this. It's not worth me potentially losing this spot to go see if I could get some. It definitely needs more barbecue sauce. This should be dripping a little bit more. This is a solid sandwich, but I don't know if it's worth the hassle of trying to eat it. Yeah, it needs a lot more sauce. The cheese is fine. The bread's actually really solid. Very pickly. I don't know if it's just this one, whoever made it. Pickles go crazy on this. I'd give the tots a 3-1 because they're ice cold. They could be so much better. Serving size as a side, man. Meal as a whole, I'd give I'm not going to let the tots bring it down too bad, but the meal as a whole, I'd give a 6-4. That's missing a ton of barbecue sauce. It feels like there's nothing on it. Kind of a miss. I would probably go with the tachos. I know those are very popular, or the regular grilled cheese. Or at least if there's no barbecue sauce option over there. 6-2 for the whole meal. That's a reveal. All right, let's recap this real quick. Real quick. Okay, seating, let's talk about that first. Get it out of the way. Worst I've seen it of most quick service restaurants. Like Ronto Roasters, I guess, is a little bit worse, but there's no seating whatsoever for this. Like, they just pretty much say there's no seating, take it and go. This, they tried, and they're building more, I guess, but it's just notoriously, Woody's Lunchbox is known for poor seating, and it delivers. The line was super long. I still think it was a good decision to mobile order on my way and then do it because it came quickly. Just know that with the mobile order process, you have to go to the person with the iPad, and then they'll get the one at the window. You don't just go right to the window. They kind of looked at me like I was crazy too. They were like, what are you doing over here? You gotta go talk to that. I was like, I don't know. My bad. Don't know. So just know that the mobile ordering is just a little bit different here, but I guess because it's chaotic. It's not that big of a window, so there's just a couple registers, and the mobile ordering is attached with a register. So it's really busy. The line is really busy, but it got ready quickly, so that's good. So definitely mobile order. Just know you're gonna be fighting for a seat right now. I don't know when they're gonna debut the new seating section. Hopefully there's a ton more. It looks like they're building a covering, which is good because it can get hot in Toy Story Land during the day. But seating as a whole, failed. Theming fits right on par. It feels like it's in Andy's backyard, like as you can see, Toy Story Land as a whole. So definitely the theming is relatively good. And food was solid, not great. Like I said, I'd probably go with the tachos or the grilled cheese, one of those other options. But the barbecue brisket sandwich was really good. I just wish there was a lot more barbecue sauce. I didn't even check if there was a barbecue option. So if you do go that way, make sure you check for barbecue sauce because it just felt like it needed a lot more. It's not like Regal Eagle in America where they have all those things and they drench their sandwiches. It definitely was a bit more dry. That's a review. Not too bad. Definitely going to be in the middle, towards the middle. At least for Woody's Lunchbox Studios doesn't have great quick service, so it's definitely going to be up still a little higher, but not towards like the top 2. But soon, my next video when it comes to Studios food, we'll be ranking them all, explaining it. So I'm excited to do that. But I'm about to be blocked out for spring break, so that won't come for a little bit. Let's get over to Rise. Let's check out the single rider line, see what this is all about, see how long it takes, and see, apparently you cut through some of the pre-shows, so I want to see how much you actually cut through. So it's maybe because it's almost 8, so people are going over towards Fantasmic, want to be there close. But Rise, 40 minutes. Everything else is higher right now. All right, so when you're outside of rides, there's usually a guy right there holding the sign that says single rider line. It's just out the exit. So you have to go back towards the exit. It's kind of how Disneyland does things. So I kind of like it, but we'll see what we actually go through down here. I feel like I'm going backstage. I feel like I'm breaking the rules. Oh boy. Not that magical on this one.
Like there's
enemies of the First Order. Now, you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want.
okay.
You know the location of the secret base.
Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you. Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hand. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Take cover, recruits! If anyone's back going up, I said down. Up is bad. Up is real bad.
No evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Let's talk about the Rise single rider line real quick. I waited 17 minutes on a 40-minute wait. So you skip kind of the whole pre-show thing. So you skip the race scene, loading onto the ship, the scene on the ship, and then you walk in from the stormtroopers on the side like you guys saw. So it definitely takes the magic out of the ride a little bit. So if you don't really care about that, you've done it enough. And the ride line seems very long, I would do it. But for that, like a 40-minute wait, I waited about 17. Yes, I did that. But once you go through, and once you're where the stormtroopers are, the one side on the right is for all the parties that are together, and then the left side is for the single rider line. And that takes a little bit to move because you have all these parties going there. So I really waited nothing until I got there. About 14, 15 minutes of that wait was after the stormtroopers. Shows if you're doing it for the first time, 100% wait that time. Don't skip those pre-shows. If you've done it a bunch and it's a very long line, I would say go for the single rider line. Now we're about 45 minutes to close here, and the single rider line is closed. So they might just open single rider at a certain time. If I had to guess, it would be after a rope drop, some point middle of the day, and then not this close to close because the line says 40 minutes right now, but Rise of the Resistance at the end of the night is never usually that long. Pre-shows, which is kind of disappointing, but if you just want to do it real quick and you don't want to wait, 60, 80, 90 minutes plus, I would do the single rider if you can afford to do it. That's my take on it. I tell you, man, this is what I'm talking about. Like at night, Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land as a whole, just gorgeous. And if you want to see the Millennium Falcon without the crowds, there's really nobody around back here this time of night. Wow, my mic looks very goofy like this, but I'm keeping it anyway. So that wraps up today's quick vlog in Hollywood Studios. It was cool to be here at night. It's been a while since I've been here at night to film. So my next video about Hollywood Studios food will be a recap of everything, my rankings from worst to best, and I'm gonna go over it all, so I'm excited to share that. And then we move on to a new park. So let me know in the comments what park you wanna start at. But we got plenty of videos planned, really cool videos planned for Universal and Disney, resorts and all. I'm really excited to get into it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on Tuesday, maybe?